Okay,
So there we go.
That's good.
Creating everyday wellness with essential oils.
You can set that to 1 instead of multiple. Yeah. Okay, good.
So the goal of this class is really to empower you. Like you said, I believe we can be wellness warriors, which means that we create our own health and that we have the ability to take our power back and make choices that create health versus disease. And tonight, you're going to learn 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use oils, and how to get these tools in your home. Because, you know, we always say knowledge is power, but what we believe here is that knowledge plus action is transformational. We could accumulate all the information we want, but if we don't actually start to implement what we've learned, what good is it? What change are you going to see? So we want to empower you to take action. Before we start, I want you to think about, what are your top health concerns? Write them down or even text them to the person who shared oils with you. Not only your health concerns, but maybe your children or your husband. And as we go through these products, I also want you to think about, who do you know that could benefit from the information and the tools that we're sharing with you. Now, if you don't have paper and a pen with you, go grab it, because we're going to share a lot of information. I want you to write down oils that, oh man, I need that oil, or oh my gosh, this is perfect for my husband or my kid, or my mother-in-law could use this. So take notes of the oils that we're going to share with you.
So let's start off with the 3 cool things about essential oils. They are safe, they're effective, and they're affordable. They're safe because they're 100% natural. And this is really important because we know that there's nothing in them that man has put in there that's going to be harmful to us. They're extracts from plants, which have amazing benefits. These extracts, these what we call oils, are basically the plant's way of defending itself against predators or against viruses and bacteria and fungi, or in some cases, the way they attract mates and literally continue their life or their species. And what we use is these extracts, but we test them to make sure that they're safe.
Talk about,
and they're certified pure, therapeutic grade. Or what is the new term?
We're gonna share like what certified pure tested grade means.
Right.
But an example of the power of the essential oils, if you have peppermint at home already, I know some of you have oils or you've been given samples, I want you to get that peppermint. Right? Joel just put some on. It reminded me of it.
It's like a boost of energy.
Oh my goodness. You see me inhaling. I've created a personal diffuser, and it goes right up. You know, and they're, like Joel said, 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. We used to use herbs all the time before the oils. And in order to really get a therapeutic effect, we'd have to take like handfuls, right? Handful. And a lot of that has to do because you're getting all the plant material, the active plant material plus all the fiber and the material that doesn't have that therapeutic effect. So a lot of bulk for the oils, just a few drops, right? So, but there's a lot of oils out there on the market, aren't there?
There are a lot of oils on the market. But what we use, what Doterra does, is it certifies that the oils are pure and most tested grade, which is also yields the most therapeutic oil. And so they're extracted from plants that are harvested in their natural habitat. We use a very stringent, multi-formatted, multi-level testing process, and we even use third-party companies that are not associated with Doterra to verify that every oil is the best possible quality and therefore the safest and most effective.
Right, and what makes it effective, and a lot of people, like I didn't understand it at first, there are so many components within an essential oil, like hundreds of components. And doTERRA makes sure that all of them are there, they're all present, and in the right proportion. And it makes a huge difference. And the other thing is we make sure there are no fillers, no contaminants, no synthetics. And remember,
that's so important. so important because, like, we go to the store, we think we buy the right oil, and then who knows what we're coming home with and what actually it causes in the process.
Exactly.
It could do more harm than good if we don't know what's in it, and there's synthetic stuff or
like I used to buy from Bath and Body Works, right? It was supposed to be a reputable company and everything. But if you looked on the label, it always said, do not take internally, heavily dilute. And it began to make me wonder, like, if I can't ingest it, why is it okay to inhale it or put it on my body when all of that still goes inside? Yeah. And then I realized because they're not guaranteeing the purity of these oils. Yeah.
And they're not guaranteeing the effect that it's going to have, whether it's negative or positive.
Right, because a lot of these contaminants actually create negative reactions within the body.
Yeah. And that's probably the biggest danger of all, is that when you don't know what's in it, you don't know how your body's going to react.
Right, for sure.
So another one of the three is that they're effective. And we know that they're more effective when they're pure. That's been proven out by the experience that it's had over the last almost 12 years. And the way in which that works is that essential oils actually can get inside of the cells.
Yeah.
And this is a major difference between natural essential oils and synthetics. Typically, if you have a virus or bacteria, it's different. If you have a virus, the doctor's going to tell you, hey, we don't have anything that can go inside your cell like a virus. So you basically go home, get plenty of rest, drink plenty of fluids, hopefully flush that virus out, and you'll be okay. But with essential oils, they can actually get inside of the cells and cause viruses to stop replicating in the body. And this is a huge, huge differentiator for a natural solution as opposed to a chemical one or none at all. If you have a bacteria problem, which doctor gives you antibacterials or antibacterials. Those, again, are very dangerous because they typically kill all the bacteria, good and bad. And we know now that there are some very good bacteria, and essential oils can actually understand the difference between bacteria that is good for you and bacteria that is bad for you.
So On Guard.
On Guard is what we call our immunity blend. And
how we finish around on antibiotics? What do they tell us to do?
Take probiotics.
Probiotics. We kill those good bacteria in your gut, right? It's like they know it kills all the good one with the bad one.
Exactly. Sometimes you get worse off as a result of it.
Well, then you get like a yeast infection, right?
Or that, Oh, how many times did that happen?
Right.
And what's nice is we have a natural solution.
Right. We have a natural solution called On Guard, and it's a blend of oils, and it promotes healthy immune function. It literally soothes a sore throat, and it's great for cleaning for home and hands. And I love it just because I know that if I use it, I'm protecting myself against those other threats, environmental threats that might come along.
Exactly.
And the last thing that's really cool about essential oils is that they're affordable. They're literally pennies per drop. We're going to show you a little chart in a second.
Can we ask in the chat, how many of you have health insurance and what's your copay? What's your copay?
You know how many times I avoid going to the doctor just because I know I'm going to pay like $100 just to see him, just to see his smile, say hello, and for him to tell me everything is fine, go home and rest. Like, really? That's what I came here for? So now that I have my oils, I'm like, okay, let me take care of what I know first, and then we'll see if I need to go. I'd rather spend my money on 3 bottles of oil, or 5 sometimes, than going to see him just to be given no real solution or a Band-Aid.
Exactly. Or a solution you don't want to take because you know side effects.
Oh, you know how many times I've gotten the prescription, never filled it out?
And then don't fill it. Exactly.
Nope. And they keep calling me from the pharmacy like, your prescription is ready. I'm like, that's okay, you can keep it.
Exactly.
I got solutions.
Right. And so even if your copay is low, think about the time you spend driving and waiting at the doctor, being around other sick people. That's also why I don't want to go. I don't want to be in the waiting room with other sick people.
Think about this situation we're having right now. How many people avoid going to the hospital, to a doctor, just because they felt safe at home?
Yeah.
And if you are safe at home and you have solutions, like, you're halfway there, like you're halfway to healing.
Yeah, exactly. And so, it's so nice that we have these tools right at our fingertips to be able to take care of things like, also for those of you that have children, do they ever get sick in the middle of the day? No, it's always at night, right?
As soon as I fall asleep, it's at like one crucial minute. It's like I'm going to sleep, and then they're like, meow.
I always remember, mine was at night, and it's like, I don't want to go to urgent care in the emergency room if I don't have to. And so check this out, you guys. They're really pennies per drop. That child's fever, you could use a couple of drops of peppermint on the bottom of their feet. It works in minutes, and it's only like 33 cents, and you don't have to go anywhere. Or upset stomach, right? How many times when the kid's going to sleep or before school, my stomach hurts, right? It's like, put some nut oil on. pennies, 39 cents, gone. Or even big kids like you and me. That digestion is amazing for stomach upsets. Ear infection. I remember I used to hear a lot of moms talk about how well the oils worked for ear infection, right? And I didn't have any little kids yet. So I was kind of jealous. I couldn't tell, like really experience this. But one time I spent too much time in the jacuzzi and I must have gotten water in my ear. And by the time I went to bed and put my head down on the pillow, oh my God, the pain was awful. I was so excited. I was like, yes, I get to use lavender and melaleuca. And I'll tell you, within minutes, 15 minutes, I was able to go to sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, it was gone. Discomfort completely gone. So lavender.
They're amazing. I see results with the kids all the time.
Yeah. So 3 cool things. Who's the first one in the chat? Put the 3 cool things about essential oils for a special gift.
Okay, while we wait for the answer,
go ahead. Let's go
ahead. And let's talk about the 3 ways to use the essential oils, right? I mean, we talk about how great they are, but how do we actually get to use them?
Exactly.
So I'm going to go quickly. The first way is aromatic, of course. I mean, all you have to do is open a bottle, take a good whiff. That's it. They're starting to work. It's like that simple. They're already starting to work. They go to your brain. They start changing the chemical in your brain, make you really like from sadness to happy, from sluggish to energized. There's so many good things. We did earlier with the peppermint. So if you have a wild orange, you can mix those 2 together and get yourself this like, bomb of energy, just like lifting you up. But if it's too late and you're about to go to sleep, don't do it now.
Exactly.
Like, woo. So in the morning, when you wake up, if you feel a little bit sluggish, try that combination. It's wonderful. Then we have the topical way, which is obviously just putting it on our skin and using it like that, and the internal. So I'm going to go a little bit more into the aromatic is what do you actually do. You can do, like I said from the bottom, you can make your own little personal inhaler, right? So you put a drop on your palm, you rub it together, and you just take 3 deep breaths. If you have any congestion, difficulty breathing, just maybe pollen in the air and you want to clear up your airway, just this way. This will be amazing. You'll feel the relief right away. If you want to share it with everybody in the room, in the house, in the office, wherever you are, just put it in your diffuser. Sometimes you can actually affect people's moods without them knowing, without having to tell them, let me give you something to fix you. No, put it in the diffuser, let it work, and it just changes them. It's amazing. So,
have you ever seen that happen with your kids?
The apple with the On Guard?
No.
If I've seen it happen. I do it, yes. Especially with the school. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later when I get to the balance. Okay. It's amazing. So this is a wonderful way. Anything respiratory, you just smell and it helps. I really like the combination for the allergy season. It works in minutes. I've seen it in action and people are amazed to see how well it works. Mm-hmm. So this is the aromatic, and with the aromatic, we have so many oil combination. We have wonderful blends that are already ready for you. One of them is the adaptive, and it's really, really nice to see that how it works on people and really just changes their mood. So it helps you calm down. There's a few research that's been done on it and showed great results for people with PTSD and people with maybe postpartum depression. They are wonderful. You should really look for them, read them, and see, because if you know somebody that suffers and go through emotional turbulence and doesn't know what to do, this oil can really save them. Just a drop in the diffuser, maybe rub it on your chest. It comes in 3 different ways. This is great for the diffuser, but it can also come in the roller and in the capsules, and the capsules are amazing for that.
In the chat, just put me. If you experience anxiousness or stress or overwhelmed feelings, put me. I'm, definitely there.
Right. So I heard, especially now in these times we're going through, so many people were closed at home for too long, didn't get to see their loved ones, didn't feel like they're free. And this was an amazing blend to bring it to your house to just help you cope with this situation. Yeah. So it's a must in every home. And then we have obviously the topical way to use oils. And we can use that just on the skin with any carrier oil. I recommend the coconut oil that we have because it's really the small molecule go deeper into the skin and help the essential oils really go into your deeper skin level and take care of everything you need. So it's wonderful for anything from like sunburn, maybe a burn from the stove, any skin irritation that you have and you want to just alleviate that. They're just wonderful. You see the deep blue there? Every house has to have it. I don't care if you are alive, if you breathe, you're probably in pain one way or another, someday or other, right?
So you have aches and pains. Put pain in the chat.
Yeah, it's like we need to do like those flash, those cards like pain. Yes, who has it? Because
right.
Like, you walk, you want to exercise a little bit. You walk the wrong way and you twisted your ankle. Something. You're gonna need this deep blue. It's amazing. I use it even on the kids. My child fell the other day, hurt his tailbone. I rubbed a little bit on the bottom of his back, and it's helping. It's a process. It takes a couple applications, but it really makes me feel best. So then the other way I was going to tell you, which you asked me earlier, is the balance, because I love that to put next to them when they go to school. And they, like one of my kids are a little bit just all over the place. They can't sit still. Everything is interesting that happens except school. So I like to put this in the diffuser next to him. I like to put it on the bottom of his feet with a little bit of carrier oil, and it helps him ground. It helps him like just a little down, bring him down a little bit instead of flying up there all the time trying to see what he can think of and where he wants to be. So balance is a wonderful oil for that. I really, really like it. And it's also good as a perfume. And then the copaiba, which is a beautiful oil from Brazil, and that is amazing for anything with, and I'm saying now deep blue, try copaiba with deep blue, right?
Yes.
See how that's going to really help with pain because it works on your receptors in the brain. Say it again.
I said it takes it to another level.
Completely.
Yeah.
So they did this is another one I like because they have extensive research on that as well. And they showed how it works on pain receptors in your brain and how it can dull the pain. So you can take it internally. I like to put it on my tongue. I like to put it on my tongue because it also has a very high antioxidant properties. So I put it on my tongue. It helps with that. It helps with the pain. It goes, in my mouth straight to the brain, but it also goes to the rest of the system. So you can do it topically and just help with other oils, maybe even peppermint, deep blue, whatever it is, wherever your pain is, you just rub it in there, massage it, it helps.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful, wonderful oil to have at the house. And then we talked about kids and who doesn't have stomach ache, the problems, digestion. Sometimes it's from real digestion problem because they're maybe allergic to some food or just some foods are not agreeing with them. But sometimes that stomach ache could be even emotional and you want to help that too. So the Digestion in the bottle is actually drops and you can put them with a little bit of coconut oil on their stomach, on their feet, just massage it and help them like that. But the capsules takes us right to the next section, which is the internal part.
Yeah. And let me just share a little life-changing story, because it's easy to talk about all the benefits, but gosh, what effect does it really have? And one of my friend's moms, 83 years old, had chronic diarrhea. And it got so bad she wouldn't even go out anymore, and she was a very social person. So her world closed down, right? And you can imagine what effect that had on her emotionally.
Sure.
And so I shared with my friend. I wasn't sure it was going to work, but what do we have to lose, right? And so I gave her some Digestion, had her mom use it in water. So we're going to talk about internal 3 times a day, just 1 to 2 drops. And within a few days, oh my God, life-changing. She was able to go out again. She was so happy.
That's amazing.
And so we cannot underestimate. Now, Digestion might not be the right one for you, but we do have other oils that we can try. Right. But know that these really can make a difference in loved ones. This wasn't one for my friend, but she was thinking about her mom.
Exactly. Yeah. When I hear stories and stuff, somebody comes to my mind. My mom is especially, she suffered with fibromyalgia and everything else. And every time I hear a solution with the oil, I'm like, you got to try this. You got to try that. Because it's so important to help our loved ones as well as us, but our loved ones to feel good in life and to be more, it helps you be more productive, bring back, and not feel like you're like, okay, what am I doing today? Where is it hurting? Where am I laying down?
Right.
So that's not fun. But the Digestion with the capsule, you're right, it's so amazing for the stomach. My mom also had like kind of like a digestion issue. She ate something wrong and she just felt like she couldn't even fall asleep. And she called me, she said, I took 2 of the Digestion capsules and it was amazing. I was able to fall asleep and just everything went away. So
wow.
That's one that I love, and I love that one also for heartburn. Have you ever tried it for that?
Yeah.
Just a drop on your tongue, and the heartburn is gone in 30 seconds. I clocked it one time. I was like, how is it possible? Like, what happens here?
I know.
And it just went away.
Exactly.
So it was amazing. But this is how we like the oils. You put them a drop in the water, you drink it, maybe the lemon in the morning on an empty stomach and help you just cleanse your system, your kidneys, your liver, everything. It just kind of does like a soft detox. It washes you from the inside out. And then obviously the frankincense. It's good for anything, right? I like to add that, a drop on my thumb and just stick it to the roof of my mouth. That goes straight to my brain and helps fix all the cells over there. And then if you can't, you don't like the flavor, maybe it's too strong or something, we have those empty veggie capsules, which are excellent. And you can just fill up those with whatever you want. We have different formulas, protocols. It's amazing. I mean, I use it so many times. And for people who are a little bit more sensitive for the flavor, for sure you can use that. And under your tongue, it goes straight into your bloodstream because there's so many capillaries over there. It just absorbs everything and works even faster than anywhere else, right?
Absolutely. So, really important to remember that when we're talking about taking oils internally, we are referring specifically to Doterra.
Correct.
Because of their testing and their quality and their purity, we know that it is safe to take these oils internally. We cannot guarantee that safety with other oils. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what brought me to Doterra, because for years I've been looking for oils, and I'm like, okay, I know you can do certain things with the oils, but why everything I find says for external use only, or just for your diffuser and things like that? And I'm like, something is not making sense here. And when I found Doterra and they said, yes, we have oil that are certified and you can drink them, I'm like, hallelujah,
I know.
I found it.
Like I said, we've been into natural stuff for so long and taking herbs and stuff, but we came to our first class and they were talking about taking these oils internally. And I'll tell you, I swore they were just waiting for a lawsuit. Like, how could this be? And when she said, put a drop on your palm and lick it, when the presenter wasn't looking, I put it on the bottom of my foot because I wouldn't take it internally. That's how much brainwashing, right? Because
that's the thing.
We didn't have this available before.
Right.
So
these are the 3 ways. Oh, go ahead.
What are the 3 ways? Yes. Put it in the chat. What are the 3 ways to use the oils? Well, let's go.
Right.
Okay. So, we talked about the oils, which are awesome, but I have to put on my nutrition hat, my holistic health practitioner hat, to say that really the foundation, the most important thing is foundational health at the cellular level. And if we're not providing the nutrients that we need for our cells to work, as wonderful as the oils are, they're not going to be as beneficial as they could be. And so I always recommend our lifelong vitality supplements. I've always recommended supplements, as even like I try to eat as good as possible, lots of fruits and veggies, organic food. I try to, limit fried foods, more toxic foods, right? But even with that, even when we're buying all organic and all fresh, food's just not grown the way it used to be.
Nope.
And we're just not getting all the nutrients. Plus, our requirements are higher because of the toxins we're exposed to, the stress that we have. And we just can't eat as much food because we're not exerting as much energy as we used to. So we don't need as many calories. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just eat and eat and eat until we reach the nutrient level we needed? But it doesn't work that way.
No.
So we really need nutrient density, which we don't always get. And this is where the lifelong vitality, the supplements, to me, is my insurance. I would much rather put that money into insurance on the front end and take the pills than have to take a bunch of pills on the back end because my system isn't working very well anymore. And so Doterra has done a very good job packaging nutrients and botanicals as well as cell support to help our system function at its best. And it's actually our number one selling product, and it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you have not tried these yet, know that you can try them and you can use the whole 30-day supply. And if you don't feel any difference, you can send it back and you'll get your money back. But I'll tell you, again, I was really skeptical because we didn't have a medicine cabinet. We had a vitamin cupboard.
Wow.
I thought, I'm a nutritionist. I'm mixing and matching and I've got all kinds of things. It's like, I don't need these. Yet I was still taking a nap, my power nap.
Right.
And by the nighttime, my brain wasn't as sharp as it probably should have been. I broke down, started taking these. I can go all day now from, 6:30 in the morning till almost midnight, function the whole day. It's such a game changer. I recommend these to everyone because if you're not functioning well on a cellular level, how is your immune system going to work?
Right.
How is your metabolism going to work?
And I love that this is the only company that infused them with essential oils. It's not just like, here is your vitamin, here's your omegas, it's already essential oils inside that does most of the work, I would say, right? It's like it works on your cellular level.
Exactly. And actually it helps with more real energy, not with stimulants like caffeine.
Right.
Other companies do herbal stimulants for caffeine, but these are nutrients that actually help your cell make more energy. It's amazing. It's amazing. So foundational health is so important. Now, you might be wondering at this point, while we've shared some stories, Alex, what's one of your favorite oil stories? How did you get started? Do you have an oil? Was your
I have obviously the Digestion that surprised me so much. It's like I couldn't believe that somebody who suffers with heartburn can solve it in that many seconds, right? This is amazing. And then lately, the Adaptive is just, I think it's a lifesaver. right? For anybody who is going through emotional turbulence and anything that's just not sitting well right there, adaptive. Diffuser on your feet, on your chest, anywhere. Just smell it from the bottle. It does the work.
Yeah.
So that's one of them that I can't think. And I mean, obviously, I have the one that I don't go without, right? The toothpaste and the conditioner and the shampoo and all these other ones. But as far as oils, these are the one that is a must.
And good, Virginia.
Past tense, yes,
Yeah.
that's another one.
Past tense is another one. I have so many stories, but after all these years, one of the ones that's still so dear to my heart, when we were exposed to these oils, when these oils found us, I like to say, because
yes,
we were
exactly.
really looking for it. We were under a lot of stress. It was during the Great Recession, the housing downturn. With Joel's industry, it took a tank. It was the movie industry, and my hours were cut. I mean, we were just a mess. We were on the verge of losing our house. So you can imagine how much stress.
Wow.
And even though, like I said, I've been into holistic health for a long time, meditation, eating well, that stress level had just mounted so much. We were having so much trouble. And citrus bliss, I still call it my happy oil. We got a kit and it had a diffuser. And every morning and throughout the day, I diffused citrus bliss, and I could just feel my mood uplifting. I could feel that stress melting. It was just amazing. And even though I use other oils like Adaptive and everything, I just know the power that these oils have for emotional health.
For sure. Wait, I want to know what Joel is drinking.
Oh, yes.
What did you make, huh? Yeah, let me see that. What did you put in there?
I put some soda water, tangerine oil, and a little grapefruit. We're going to add a little lime as soon as we find it.
Yeah.
Wow, lime is wonderful.
So that's what's so fun. You can do so many things with these oils. It's really about lifestyle. It's not really about just one oil, right? Often I'll share an oil like that citrus bliss. And if I would have just stuck with that citrus bliss, I would not have really benefited from everything that the oils have to offer. It's really about up-leveling our lifestyle. Doterra is a wellness company. And so you want to talk about the 3 ways that you can purchase the oils, Alex?
So of course, I mean, you can just go and buy full price, but who wants to do that, right? Who wants to pay retail for anything? Like when you can become a member and get it in wholesale. So a lot of times when you start, and you can start with a kit that is perfect for starting because it has everything you need. Doterra has put a lot of effort and thinking into those kits to make sure that you get the best kit to start with that answers a lot of areas in your life and really can give you this benefit if you have a headache or a stomach ache or just depressed or skin or everything. Everything is like in this kit. You don't even need to think about it. You just have to get it in your house, and that already includes the membership in it. So this is wonderful, and you get 25% off of all the products, and you can't beat that. And then you can even get it below the wholesale because you can get those kits, you can get the membership, but you can earn so many other products. Every month we have a free product we can get with the right program. And then there's discounts on different oils, different product that they choose. And it's just amazing. I always like to make sure I get my product of the month to, add to my collection, because sometimes, especially when it's not a product they offer for sale, it's only as a gift on that month. Yeah. So I never miss that, right? It's like the red mandarin. I love that oil, but you can't buy it except in that gift that they give. So this is amazing. And then we have a few of those wonderful kits, like I said, to start with, that answer a lot of your emotional problems, physical problem, anything that you deal with. And you just kind of have to pick and choose from which kit is best for you and which one will answer most of your problems. But there's always more that you're going to want. I mean, I did the membership overview today, and it's like, there's really so much. Yes, I'm starting with this, but then I discover more problem that you might have that you need to add a couple more oils to your collection. And there's also a really good way to do that and earn the points and earn the extra, And I love how I got to the 30% off, which is wonderful.
Absolutely.
Right? So anything that I buy is not just 25% back. I also get on top of that 30% into my account. Yeah. So there's all these wonderful kits. Some of them are with these oils. You can show them the next kit, which has different diffuser, different oils, but they're all just really a basic startup kits.
And then this new one, right? That's an enrollment kit, but also for loyalty rewards.
Right.
For those of you that are already members.
So I love this essential collection because it really concentrate on how we feel right now, what's going on emotionally. And a lot of times, if we can control the emotional part, we can control other parts, right? Maybe the physical, the not sleeping well, not eating well, not just interacting well with people. So this is wonderful because it comes with this beautiful loose diffuser, which I love. It's a little bigger, it's really elegant, and it's nice in every decor. And then those oils are all about emotional wellness, emotional well-being that helps you just calm down, relax, and makes you stronger to go through life with whatever you have.
That's great.
And then you have this, obviously, if you want to start from the inside in, right? Let's do the home. That's okay. Move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do the resources. Tell them about where they can find more help if they're not sure what to do.
Right. And see, this is the beauty. When you empower yourself and bring these tools in your home, you are also now part of a community of like-minded people. And unlike a lot of things, right, you buy it and you're on your own. With this, we always say it's just the beginning because we have so many resources available for you. Your personal wellness consult, our VIP members Facebook group with continuing education, our ebooks and all
Travel
kinds
guides.
of travel guides, all kinds of things to help you truly up level your wellness lifestyle. And so that's what you get with us when you enroll. And I always say you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day. And that's like, here, buy something. Or you could teach a man or a woman, let's not be sexist, teach them how to fish, and they can feed themselves for a lifetime. Exactly. And that's really what this is about, is we help teach you so you can empower yourself and in turn empower others. And so if you're ready to get started, text the person who invited you to learn more and they'll help you get started with the best kit. And know that really we're about supporting 3 types of people. Do you want to?
Yeah. And the 3 types of people are basically those that just want to live the wellness lifestyle, have these products available when they need them, when their kids need them, when their family members need them. And then there's those that want to share because they see the opportunity to maybe get their oils paid for by sharing.
And like thinking about, oh my gosh, my mom needs this, or my friend could really use this.
Exactly.
Right?
So we tell somebody and they decide they want to start getting oils, then you get compensated for sharing. And there's weekly checks that get sent out, and then there's monthly checks. And before long, you could very easily just be going, wow, I get all my oils are basically paid for, and now I have free healthcare. And it's really quite an amazing, wonderful, beautiful thing, because that's what it's all about, is empowering you to have the best possible healthcare at the best possible price. And then others decide, you know what, this is a great thing that I love to do, and I want to build, make a career out of it. And they decide that they want to build, they want to earn extra income, and they want to maybe have a bigger impact on their community. And so we help support all types of people, and there's no wrong way or right way to do this. The only wrong way is not to do nothing at all.
Exactly. And Alex, why do you do this? Why are you spending your Wednesday evening?
Exactly, my Wednesday, because I found my passion. That's what it is. I didn't know that I'm going to find so much passion in this business. It's amazing. I mean, I discovered so many things about myself that I didn't know I have. That's one. But I just love helping people feel better, showing them the right way with essential oils, with anything natural, and not have them rely on other options out there that personally I think are not really giving you the answer. They don't go to the bottom of the problem, right? They just want to kind of cover it up.
Yep, don't go to the bottom.
I feel like I'm giving them solutions from the bottom to really and it comes with the oils for your wellness, but if you do it, if we talked about 1 to 3 people, if you're on the 3rd category, it's going to change your life. It's really going to open up ways that you didn't even think exist in this world.
Exactly. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
so let's talk about
why do you guys do it?
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I think that we've always had this natural approach to health and wellness, and Faye, being a nutritionist, really, she's decided a long time ago that her career was going to be about helping people. And so we went along with what we could do, and it worked out really well. But as Faye mentioned earlier, we ran up against the Great Recession, as they call it. I call it the Great Depression, because not only did we find ourselves in a very bad place financially, we find ourselves in a very bad place emotionally and mentally. And then ultimately physically, because I ended up getting ill as a result of the stress of the situation. So when the oils found us, we really needed something, mostly for health, but then we saw the opportunity to continue building on Faye's background and experience. And it was like, wow, this is more than we could ever have imagined and ever asked for and hoped for. And now we feel like we have it all. So that's why we do what we do, because it changed our lives, and we want to help change and empower others.
Well, and not only from me coming from a nutritionist point of view, but it was my personal experience with these oils. I knew they were different. I had used other oils, I had used herbs, I had used nutrition supplements, but experience after experience, it was like, wow, these really work. And I just got so excited. I knew I had to share with others, regardless of what my career background was. I just had to share. I felt like it was my obligation. And, it was very nice that it was really a win-win-win situation.
Yeah, huh?
Right? I'm helping
Win-win-win.
others.
I like it.
And then as you learn about doTERRA, and because of co-and-back sourcing and how we source the oils very ethically, very environmentally sustainable, we're helping communities around the world.
Definitely.
Right? And then in turn, we're also helping ourselves be able to be financially free so we could give even more.
Yeah.
And so it's just like this beautiful thing. And there's an opportunity for any of you listening. If you are thinking of friends or family that you want to share with, it's really easy. We will help you. We will help you share oils with them, and we will teach them how they can use it. And what do you get? You get this wonderful keychain. And depending on how many guests you have, how many sample oils you get from sharing. And then there's also other hostess gifts as well, like a diffuser, other things that you can choose from. So it's so simple.